Hey, good morning. Welcome to the 5 a.m. Mester Scrum Show. I hope you're doing well today. I want to talk about some myths, Daily Scrum. What time do you start Daily Scrum and why, and all that kind of stuff? There's some myths, there's some truths. I'm going to talk about that a little bit today. And this is the 5 a.m. Mester Scrum Show. I wanted to do something simple. We talked about something kind of edgy in the end with the Innovation Day versus Innovation Week yesterday, but today I wanted to cover something this simple, that a myth that people teach people that about Daily Scrum, when you should do it, how do you do it. So we're going to talk about time in the time box for Daily Scrum today. And I am Greg Mester, Scrum Master and Agile Coach, and here is the 5 a.m. Mester Scrum Show, where we talk about Scrum and Agile in a very practical and tactical way. Today is very practical. We're going to talk about the Daily Scrum, and we do this so we bring value to customer, not waste a lot of time bringing that value to the customer, and have a little fun along the way. So what is it about Daily Scrum? When you take these classes, like, first thing in the morning, soon as you get up, before you even get your cup of coffee, you need to go and do your daily scrum, and everyone needs to talk about stuff. I'm going to say that's not true. Okay. Why is it not true? We're going to examine a little bit. What is Daily Scrum? What are the things you can do? And how do you use technology to help not have to start right away? So one of the goals of Daily Scrum is not to tell everybody what you did. It's for the team to communicate a little bit and check in with each other to make sure everyone's okay. That's what Daily Scrum's about. Some will say Daily Scrum's about, are we meeting our sprint goal? Yes, it is. That's one of the topics that you can talk about. But so many people just focus on those topics and then they don't get off of it. So Daily Scrum, first off, does not have to happen when you first show up in the morning. What is Daily Scrum? We want to communicate what we're doing. Okay, there is one truth about Daily Scrum. It's good to have a cadence, a same time every day for Daily Scrum. Now, things will come up when you need to adjust that. Depending on your staff is, are they spread across the world? Where are they? What's going on? In essence, what I like this, when we do Daily Scrum, we have those three questions people ask, and that's just a basis for what to do. What did you do? What are you going to do? Any blockers you need help with? Those kind of things can be adjusted with technology too, right? So if you're in the morning and you got to take a half a day to go to a doctor's appointment or go take your kids somewhere or do something or meet up with some friends, right? You got to take some time off. You can use a chat program to message that out to the team. Oh, by the way, team, I'm going to be taking the afternoon off. Just want to let you all know. You can put that in the message. No big deal. Everyone will see it. It's not a thinking issue. It's just a notification thing. You don't have to have that figured out and be in a Daily Scrum to let the team know. You can use technology to do that. And this is where people don't think about that. Oh, by the way, we got our job thing. I'm gonna do my certifications right now. I'm sure certifications, but we have our job program tonight. That's at 8:00 tonight. So you don't have to do that in the meeting. You can use a chat program to share that information. Where my stories are, where are my tasks, how are we progressing? That should be part of your team norms. And if you have a system like Jira or DevOps, Azure DevOps or Rally or any one of these systems that are electronic nowadays, a lot of this stuff came out when we didn't have that technology. It was brand new. We had whiteboards. We had sticky notes going across the board. Now everybody's remote. You got people scattered across the world. You don't need to apply that technology. You should be updating stories and tasks as they progress. Now, at Daily Scrum, you might say, oh, by the way, I moved this to done, or I moved this to in process, or I got something stuck here, or I have an impediment on here and I could really use some help talking about it. Even that one thing you can put up in chat. Hey, I'm stuck here. I'd love to have a quick little session. But those are the kind of things that you can do electronically that before they would say, move the sticky across the board. That type of thinking I never agreed with in my entire life. Why wait? Wait. The bad wait should be a 4-letter word. I should put that up. That should be a topic. Wait is a 4-letter word. I'm going to write that as a topic. We will cover that tomorrow. Wait is a 4-letter word. Wait for Daily Scrum to tell everyone how you're doing or move the sticky across the board. Why? That's insane. That you don't need to wait for Daily Scrum to move the sticky across the board. You don't have to wait for the Scrum Master to move the sticky across the board for you. Everyone on the team can do that. So between chat, you can let people know if you're going to be in or out. Don't need Daily Scrum for that. Though it's good to mention and remind everyone, because the repetition that you read your emails isn't really there, right? So it's another chance to share that information, but you don't have to. You can do it in the beginning, so at least they know ahead of time you're going to take an hour off to go take your kid to the doctor, yourself to the doctor. Maybe you're going to go to the gym, work out. I need to work out more. 2, moving stuff across the board. Don't wait for Daily Scrum. Do it live in the tech. Make it part of your team norms. How often do you update the board? It should be every time you do something to a task or subtask or complete something, or at the end of the day. This should be part of your team norms, which I've covered many times. And then the all you really need to do, okay, so what time? Do you do it early in the morning, like crack of dawn? Maybe you got teams scattered across the globe, especially here in the U.S., and you got people in India and Malaysia and Philippines and Japan or wherever in Europe. You may have to do an earlier session just to get everyone together at the same time. Maybe it's just before lunch. Maybe it's later. Maybe if you're all located, like here, we have the Schuylkill Highway, which is a terrible road, and it's always going to make you late. So rather than call in while you're driving and be distracted driving, meet at 10, meet at 11, just to get it together. We just want to sync up. How are we doing? Checking with everybody, make sure everyone's okay, and they're all happy, and they're not gloomy. Like, why are you depressed, Greg? What's going on? Those kind of things. You look too happy. What's going on? Tell us what's going on. We can see it in your face. And that's the other video thing we talked about before. Or is it after lunch, like you just ate and then you get half asleep, right? Or is it the end of the day? And you could talk about what you're doing, what your experiences were for the day, and what you think you might want to take on tomorrow. Get some feedback, pre-plan your day for tomorrow. There's really no set rule. Some will say it is a rule, do first thing, but it's not true. So you could do it anytime, whatever your team wants. But I will say be consistent. Pick a time when everyone knows, so that, hey, I'm going to go get my cup of coffee. I'm going to get my drink. I'm going to get my water. And I'm going to meet you at wherever and do our daily scrum. Or I'm going to meet you online and do your daily scrum. But that's the only thing you do. You just be consistent with time of day you do. And if there's a variation because stuff came up, then you move it around a little bit. Sometimes you do an alternate, like let's say everyone had to go to an all hands meeting or a corporate meeting that everyone's all day. So you just go online and chat during the all day session, and you chat what you're doing. You just share it that way. So you don't necessarily have to do it, but you do want to share what your thoughts are. What are you thinking after these sessions? And maybe you even chat about what happened during what did you come away from one of those big sessions with your corporate structure? That might not be a bad thing. Write some things that you took away from that. Share that information. Daily Scrum's about sharing, checking in with your team, seeing how everyone's doing, and are we progressing, or is anybody taught? And then you could also, like I said, just reiterate, like, hey, I moved this to Don, just a reminder, I'm off this afternoon. These are the kind of things you talk. But you don't have to really do it at the beginning of the day, whatever makes sense. Maybe people have to drop off their kids to school, the schools. Maybe, like I said, the Schuylkill Expressway is a pain in the butt to drive. You can be flexible. It doesn't have to be at the beginning. And I will say also, from a technology, any Scrum Master should be able to, and maybe I should just do a class. Let me know if you want me to do a class on, I'm actually going to do a class on how to build dashboards, how to assess how your team's doing, even at the beginning of the day, where you stand, what's going on, so you can ask questions even before daily Scrum. And that's really being prepped for a Scrum Master and an Agile coach, is assessing your team, looking how they're doing, look for stuff, why isn't it moving, putting feelers out before daily Scrum to your team for them to do updates. So with that, I want to say, have a great day. I want to wish you a happy Scrumming, and you all take care. Enjoy your day. Don't forget tonight, Tuesday night, we do our jobs program. I got a bunch of little things. I'm doing a social media thing for my coffee business that I'm partnering up with, so that's busy. I got a lot of things in the fire. I'm multitasking big time, but it's all fun and it's an adventure. So I want to wish you the best. Take care, everyone. Don't forget, use technology to help you with your daily scrum. Don't depend on daily scrum to share information. With that, I say bye.